Welcome to what is probably going to be episode 1 of Farm Talk. The other day I told you I would just do some quick uploads, non-edited, just something that I put together and go straight up to YouTube, not live, but straight up to YouTube. And the other day I also hinted I had some truck damage that I was going to share with you. Well, let me do that now and show you, tell you about a solution, supposedly, that someone told me about. The other day I had checked my radiator and everything with the cold weather on the way, and a couple of days later, I don't drive the truck every day, which is one reason this happened, I'm sure. I probably drive it 2 or 3 times a week, and got in the truck on Christmas Day, had 3 lights on: ABS, brake, and check engine. Truck was running terribly, running terribly, missing real bad. So I looked up on the internet, tried to figure out what it would be. Had several codes that were on it that I was getting from the scanner. Anyway, I went ahead and put it in the shop when I saw what had happened. And when I opened the hood the next day, there was a mass right here of leaves and grass and sticks and twigs, and a huge, which was a huge rat's nest. And what he had done, he had come in here. This is I don't know exactly what that's called, but it's got something to do with the ABS. And he had chewed these 4 wires off of this little sending unit, maybe, which is what that is. But of course, he didn't chew it. He didn't chew them back here where you could just splice a wire. He chewed them almost off at the unit there, whatever that is, this little switch or something. And so I went ahead and put it in the shop, and they soldered these wires. There's just enough copper sticking out, just enough wire sticking out. They soldered those 4 things. They also, back in the very back on number 7 cylinder, I believe that is, the sending unit or whatever that's called, that goes to the injector, that tells the injector to squirt. They had chewed the wires off to that, again right flush with it. They had chewed, or he had chewed, several of these wires right there coming out of this. They spliced them and put some shrink wrap, things on them. So and all this happened, I'm sure, because I don't drive the truck every day, because it sits several days, and because the rat knew cold weather was coming. So told a guy about this at a New Year's Eve party I went to, which is something uncommon for me, but I went, and he said that what you need to do, what I needed to do, is tie dryer sheets. That's what that is, a clothes dryer, the fabric softener sheet. Tie dryer sheets under the hood, that the rats and squirrels and other varmints do not like the smell of it, and will keep them out from under your hood. So I've got dryer sheet over there, in case you was wondering what my little white flags were. Dryer sheet over there where he chewed that, dryer sheet right there, and another one right there. And we'll see if that stops them. I don't know, but you might want to try it if you. I've been out here 35 years. This has never ever happened to me. Maybe something that has happened to you before, and you solved it. The second night, I put a rat trap right there, and it was sprung the next morning, but I didn't get him. So anyway, and I put another rat trap right there on the cowling. So if you know of a way to keep rats and mice out from your business, let me know, because in case these fail, I don't want that to happen again. The mechanic said he had heard that they were real bad, heard from other mechanics and people that had brought their cars into him that they were really bad this year, that the rats were just really getting into a lot of people's vehicles and doing some damage. He told me of one guy that had a big dually, probably a diesel, and a rat got under there and did $8,000 worth of damage. Just had to almost rewire the whole thing probably. So be careful if you have a vehicle, if you have a tractor, if you have something like that that you don't drive very often. You might want to check it and make sure you don't have a party under the hood. Okay, I've got these I've got these dryer sheets tied to this car, to my truck. I've got them on my car. I've got them on my tractor and on my wife's new car. And I'm sure when we take that in for this first checkup, that they're going to say, "What the heck has this guy done?" Is this guy absolutely out of his mind? What are these little white flags under this brand new car? Anyway, put a comment down below if this has happened to you, and if you have solved the situation. I know killing rats is one way to solve it, but if you solved it, let me know. And because I do not want this to happen again, and I don't know of any of y'all that do. Can be very, very expensive. All right, that's it. Hope you enjoyed Farm Talk number 1. All right, we're gone.